Hey guys, this is a general reading for the collective of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's your 2023 tarot forecast, so we are looking forward. It is therefore date and time specific. I did also upload the 2022 wrap-up. What energies were we closing out, or should we be closing out? If you missed that, you can go back and check that out. You can find it easily in the Scorpio playlist. It should be the most recent one, second only to this. I also did the Mercury retrograde reading. Pretty interesting energies that came through, and some of it feels like it might even tie up or link up, I should say, with the full moon in Cancer coming up on January 6th. So be sure to check out that Mercury retrograde reading as well. It was uploaded as I record this yesterday on the 29th. So let's look forward. I am pulling from Prairie Majesty Oracle. This is still a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone. And some people have mentioned that it seems like a different reading. Well, it is, because I'm looking well forward. It's more predictive in nature rather than tapping into present energies, if that makes sense. And I'm using a different spread and a different extended and everything. So just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. You can be here as a cross watcher. Sometimes the readings really resonate directly for a cross watcher. Again, that's very possible if you're linked up to someone. So Prairie Majesty Oracle is going to give you a word, a totem, and a question for the year. And your word is carry. I love this because it's actually the card that I pulled for myself for 2023. Carry, your totem is the box turtle, and your question is, what is always mine? What is always mine? What are you carrying? What do you need to carry? What belongs to you, Scorpio? What doesn't belong to you? I love this for you, and for me, I got the same card. I took this question and the word, and I put it on sticky notes, and I put it in my bathrooms and on my bathroom mirror and on my refrigerator. So all year, I will be joining you and asking myself, what is always mine? What do I carry with me, for good or for not so good, right? Because we got to own our stuff. So if there's something we are carrying that we should no longer be carrying, what do we need to release? What do we need to invite in? What are we carrying that doesn't belong to us? Wow, I love that. Okay, so interesting. I'm going to pull the cards. It's a different spread, as I mentioned, and I'll tell you what the positions of each card are. We'll go through it and then I'll clarify. Here we go. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Nine of Pentacles. That's pretty funny. Eight of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Look at all the pentacles coming out. Are we sure this is a Scorpio reading? King of Cups. We now have two cards. Well, that is Scorpio energy right there in that King of Cups. 10 of Cups. Wow. And the Death card, which is also Scorpio energy. So here's what you need to know about this spread. Each position has a specific theme. This one is something from last year you need to let go of. Always kind of flying solo, not accepting help, carrying loads that may not belong to you. The Nine of Pentacles is the single person in the tarot. I like to quip about her, always a bridesmaid, never a bride, but she's fairly independent and autonomous. And that, even though this is a Virgo card, it sort of does speak to that scorpionic energy of almost self-isolation. So if you're doing any of that, and the Hermit is also Virgo, that's why I made that link. Yeah, you gotta let it go. Okay. The card representing this upcoming year is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles, so this could be a work reading and not a relationship reading, but I'm not seeing it that way because I have certain cards here that are pointing more toward relationship, which is what I normally read for, but I was open to whatever. But it feels to me like this is about a year of you getting a little bit more focused in on the details of something that needs some effort and attention and focus, and maybe even a creative solution to a problem you've been dealing with. The Eight of Pentacles is the work card, and it's, working, toiling away at something. It is an apprentice card, so it can be something that you're perfecting. But it feels to me like there's a problem. There's something that's been gnawing away at you, and you've sort of maybe self-isolated a little bit, or pushed people away or pushed someone away. And now this whole year is going to be about, 2023 is going to be about zeroing in on it, finally giving it the attention, pulling it up off the back burner, and giving it some attention. In fact, that was the theme of the new moon reading in Capricorn. So if you missed that, go back and watch that, because there were some messages about things that need to be pulled in off the back burner. That made me think of that. Now, something new to look forward to. King of Pentacles. I kind of feel this is someone coming into your life or returning. We'll see in the extended that shows up for you. Finally, maybe even takes you off the market. Wouldn't that be lovely? So the King of Pentacles is that energy of someone who's grounded and stable and reliable and predictable and responsible, and also a masculine archetype of a life partner. Just saying. And something new to explore in 2023. So that's something new to look forward to. Something new to explore is this person's emotional availability. King of Cups. The ways in which they are deeply emotional but don't say it, don't always show it, especially because I think this is the same person. So this is about deep wells of emotion. Now, the King of Cups can be your energy if you're here as a Scorpio. Even if you're a female, these are not gender-based cards. But, the King of Cups is someone who feels things very deeply, but often feels like a man on an island. And I'm only saying a man because it's a king, but it can be a woman. And it's about feeling very isolated with your own deep emotions. So that might be you, and it might be something new to explore, is your deep well of emotions and the ways in which you cut yourself off and push people away, and sort of, it's like self-fulfilling prophecy. Well, if I say I don't want to be attached to anybody, then that's my choice. When what you're really doing is not wanting to have failure or not wanting to risk emotional vulnerability. And so the way you handle that is, instead of facing it and dealing with it, you preempt the whole situation by just declaring yourself unavailable and uninterested, when you may be very available. On an emotional level, it may be difficult for you to put words to your feelings, but this could also be this person. So whichever way resonates more for you, take that. And big important lesson you're going to learn in 2023, Scorpio, is the Ten of Cups. It is about happily ever afters. It is about emotional fulfillment and contentment and bliss, and really feeling supported, and really feeling fully loved, and really feeling that you're anchored in a deeply emotional, even a romantic, loving partnership. Wow. And how can you be the best version of yourself? Face that shadow. Death card is your card, Scorpio, if you're here as a Scorpio. And it is about growth and change and transformation, and leaving behind what no longer serves you, and parting with patterns that have kept you, what? Isolated. On your own. Like in a little cage. Oh, so perfect for you. All of it. So let's look at the Nine of Pentacles. Justice. Look at this. Wow, wow, wow. So this is something you're leaving behind, right? Something from last year you need to let go of. There's been an imbalance here. I feel, it's not just an imbalance. Something happened that was not fair. And I feel somebody almost came in with an offer that they didn't sort of make good on. And that Fool underneath, and for those who are new, welcome. When I pull from the bottom of the deck, it's usually a card that represents what's going on in unconscious awareness, or rising up in your psyche, or even playing out behind the scenes. I think you wanted to take a leap of faith with someone, but there was something that was out of sync, or that wasn't fair, or wasn't balanced on some level. And I almost feel like I want to tie it into this King of Cups. It's almost, maybe this person didn't live up to something that you felt was worth taking a risk for. Okay, so there may be questions around that, and you remain single and sort of kept this person at bay, and you got to let go of it. You're leaving that behind. And now what are we going to focus on? Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and now we have the King and Queen of Cups. So this is a love match. Wow. The only way to happiness is through cooperation, co-creation. Three of Pentacles, focusing in on the ways that the two of you can kind of get on the same page. Especially if this is somebody you already know. If this is a new relationship coming on the path, and we may see that in the extended, then you're going to need to focus on ways to meet this person in the middle, to start with a firm foundation of friendship, and make sure that you're, there's some form of cooperative energies between you, coming from an open heart. That's Cancerian energy here, because your happiness sort of depends on it. So I think this is the year that you give more attention to your emotional availability and that of others, and how you can partner with them and be cooperative, and make sure that you don't question whether it's worth taking a risk. I feel like that self-protective energy has to go, and you have to explore what is worth working with someone on and working through it. That was a big message in the Mercury retrograde reading. So you may want to watch that. That came through as the blocker challenge, the Eight of Pentacles. So you may want to watch it. Okay. Something new to look forward to. King of Pentacles. King of Swords. Seven of Cups. Queen of Swords. Wow, look at all this King, Queen energy coming in. So now we have the King and Queen of Cups and the King and Queen of Swords. And the King and Queen of Swords have their, well, she sort of has her back to him. That's coming up from under the deck, remember? And what's in the middle of that? A lot of emotional confusion. A lot of like, what the F is going on here? And I sort of feel like you've had lots of questions that haven't been answered. This is sort of coming through as someone you've been dealing with that may have iced you out, that may have not been very warm or fuzzy or approachable, maybe even mixed messages that you may have gotten from this person. Well, look forward to them coming in very clear, very solid, not wishy-washy, not avoidant. No more mixed messages, something you can freaking count on. Okay, that would be nice. So let's look at the King of Cups. This is something new you should explore. Don't give up. If this is you, don't give up on yourself. It's about surrendering to the emotional depths. And even a little bit of risking some emotional exposure that you weren't willing to risk in the past, that you're letting go of. This is the year that you need to explore surrendering to it. If this is not you, if this is your person, it's also hanging in there with them, because they may present as somewhat guarded. And there's this Hanged Man, which is like, look at it from different angles. Take the 30,000-foot view. But if it's you, and I kind of think it is, because it is a Scorpio card, surrender. This is about surrendering and being careful and not holding your cards so close to the vest that you can't risk a little emotional exposure or vulnerability, and keep persevering. This is that Nine of Wands was also showing up in the Mercury retrograde reading as the opportunity. So with the Eight of Pentacles as the blocker challenge, which landed on the Queen of Cups, by the way, and here she is, and the Nine of Wands was in the opportunity position. I kind of feel this is very related to Mercury retrograde, which will be retrograding all the way through 24 degrees of Capricorn back to 8 degrees of Capricorn. Find wherever that falls in your chart. You'll get some clues about the area of life most impacted. But if we're talking about relationships, it is in Capricorn, so it is something you have to focus on and work through. Those are some calling cards, keywords for Capricorn. I know, it's a lot. This is a powerful reading. Okay, Ten of Cups. Important lesson you will learn this year. Like all this wasn't enough. Well, there's some Cancerian energy. Chariot. Moving forward, happily in love. Lots of healing coming in with the past life soulmate. Look at that. 10 of Cups, Chariot, sorry. 6 of Cups, and underneath is the 4 of Swords. It's a healing year. Something about moving forward. There's victory here in this connection or in this very powerful soul bond. I do feel this is a past life soulmate. It's somebody that, yeah, I mean, sometimes when we meet that person and we know we've known them forever and beyond, it can raise some fear. It can cause us to, some of us, not all of us, to sort of pull in tight into some form of self-protection. Seems to me that this streak of independence and autonomy and I belong to no one and I am for myself, not the highest vibration of the 9 of Pentacles, but I feel it's like a defense mechanism. It's a cover for not feeling balanced and not feeling that you can trust the situation and take a leap of faith on an emotional level, right? This is some kind of romance that came in that you kept at arm's length or didn't share yourself. Maybe you were invested physically, that's always possible, but didn't share yourself on an emotional level. This year, you're going to explore that deeply. You're going to surrender to it. You're going to get lots of unanswered questions answered by your person who shows up more grounded, more stable, more committed even. You're going to explore, this whole year is going to be about learning how to work in partnership and cooperative spirit with this person on, again, an emotional level. And then you get this joy, this happiness, this bliss. Who'da thunk? Oh my gosh, it's going to happen, and it brings in a lot of healing. So let's look at the Death card, the best version of yourself. Face those shadows. Yes. Call in the end of a painful cycle and move the F on to peace and calm. Wow. 3 of Wands, something you're calling in, growth, change, transformation, end of a painful cycle, and the 6 of Swords moves you to calmer waters and peace of mind. There you have it. Beautiful. I want all of this for you. I really do. Don't carry what doesn't belong to you. And remember, what is always yours? Ask yourself that question. What is always mine? Well, love is always yours. And you are always love. I'm going to give you the astrology, but please know there is a link in the description box below that will take you to the extended, which is the romance reading portion of the program. And that's where I'm going to do a yes-no spread. Is someone returning from your past? Yes, no. Or is someone new coming on your path in 2023? Yes, no. And I will clarify that and close out with some additional ancestors and angels oracle. Okay. So with the 9 of Pentacles happens to be Virgo. Justice is Libra. The Knight of Cups is Pisces. The Fool is Aquarius. We've got the Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. The Sun card is Leo. King of Pentacles is Taurus. King of Swords is Aquarius. Queen of Swords is Libra. King of Cups is Scorpio. Hanged Man is Pisces. All the water signs are here as per usual. Chariot is Cancerian energy. Death card is Scorpio. So all your water signs are present with some blessings from the air, Libra and Aquarius in particular, and a little pinch of earth to ground it. Did I say the King of Cups? Yes, Scorpio. Okay, that's what I have. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Otherwise, happy, and I'll see you in 2023.